Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So that's got things underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Big chance! Palmer gets a good foot in there. Now it's Okazaki. Engages and forces him off the ball. He is through here! He won't be happy with that one. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Rodri. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Okazaki, and that's been slipped through. Face to face with the... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Manchester United faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. To open the scoring... And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
No way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Palmer. No, it's come to nothing. Okazaki looks to get on the end of this. And he's there to retrieve it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Okazaki. And that pass just didn't quite work. Goes looking wide.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Perez. Savinho. And there's green grass ahead of him. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Okazaki. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Rice. Timber does well to get it back. Half an hour played now. Foden. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now that looks a decent ball. Cantona. Real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a pretty loose pass. There's the delivery.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
delivers with whip. Martinelli. And it's Rice. De Bruyne, given the lift of his goal.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pass somewhat off target. Savinho. Okazaki is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Spread it left. Knocks it into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Rice. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Plays it across. Rodri. Now De Bruyne. Okazaki. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in space and looking for options. Cross to the back post. Foden. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break. You can be sure of that. And we're underway again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're...
And a chance! There's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
That's an imaginative pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Saka. Now it's Rodri. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. Hangs in a bullish header! Oh, terrible pass. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And that could set him on his way. There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rice does really well to win the ball there. Looking to play him in. That is good alertness. A probing pass. Adams gets over and intercepts.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's a smartly directed ball. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Oh, what a climb! Rice can get it clear. Cantona. Now it's Palmer. And it's White. Looking for options for movement. Salah. He's in a great position here.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's fabulous. Martin takes a shot! Oh, well spotted. Had to be at his very sharpest there. Corner number 2 then. White getting this one clear. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? Terrific header! And the lead stays intact, just.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Looking for the run. Cantona is wide and looking to get onto this. And it's Palmer. He's in a good position here. Rice. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that has not gone well. Lovely pass, but can he get... Shoots! It'll be a throw-in. Great work on the overlap. Oh, that's an excellent interception. He's had a shot! No, not quite. Nice looking ball. White deals with that comfortably. Now it's Mohamed Salah. A heavy challenge. And he's managed to get free. Chance! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.